On the bench for the Raptors, Coach Dwayne Casey. He's been with the franchise for a long time now. What does he mean to this team?
Well, he played in the league, and he's gotten his players to buy into his system. And that system has definitely shown results. He's the winningest coach in Toronto franchise history.
Way to bring up that he played in the league, because you know what? Most people forget that, that he was actually a player in the league and knows the system, knows his group of guys, what they need. And they've grown up, man. He's been a great mentor for these guys.
I think he's one of the most underappreciated coaches in the league. Doesn't get nearly the credit that he should get for what he's done with that ball club.
I agree.
Good. Let's go to Kevin Harlan.
Oh, Canada.
Rockets are out of Houston and into an interconference game. Welcome to the Air Canada Center, home of the Toronto Raptors, and a great venue for basketball. Well, before you look ahead to your busy week, sit down. Kevin Harlan here along with analysts Greg Anthony and Steve Smith, and we'll be hearing from DA along the sideline all game long. And as things get ready to roll, let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's on the sideline. David?
Well, guys, DeMar DeRozan is a great dribble penetrator, but three-pointers are not his focus. He said, I feel like I can get to the basket at will, so it feels like settling. Instead, I could have gotten fouled, got free throws, or an easier shot. I'm not discrediting the three-pointer at all. I know I can shoot it. I just don't. Kevin?
And three-pointers certainly on the rise. We'll see if he sticks to his guns. DA, thank you. And the Raptors with a die-hard fan base. The fan support only getting stronger as they've become a consistent factor in the Eastern Conference.
This team is unique in the NBA. They represent the entire nation of Canada. Toronto's the league's fifth largest market. A lot of fans from far and wide tuning in and rooting them on.
And so off the tip, it's Toronto. Here's the starting group for Houston. Beverly and Harden are the 1 and the 2. Clint Capella is out there with Anderson. And it's Ariza in at the 3 spot. Now here's Carroll. Lowry from outside. And it's James Harden with the rebound. Feeds to Ariza. Second shot opportunity. And the rejection by Valanciunas.
You see the length of Valanciunas on display with that block. Just went up and got it.
And Carroll gets it to go.
A lot of times in the first quarter, it will dictate how big a role a player has later on.
Yeah, I think so. Reason why you get your confidence early, and then late in the games, you're able to knock down those shots.
And so it's the Raptors getting on the board first. Anderson the screen. Takes the 3. And Harden gets it to go in on the assist by Ariza.
Back at you. I mean, they immediately get those 3 points back.
Hey, let's see if this turns into a long-range shootout.
Lowry kicks to Sullinger. Pulls up. High post. And off the front iron. And in it goes. Sullinger's got his first basket of the night.
He has definitely found his rhythm knocking down the mid-range shots the D has given him.
Beverly with the ball. There's the 3. They grab their own miss.
Really just struggling here in the first few minutes. 5 attempts with only 1 falling.
Stolen by Harden. And here comes Harden, leading the fast break. Count that one. Anderson's got his first bucket in this one.
And he's starting to get what he wants here early and often. Nice move.
Yeah, great job getting to the bucket and not letting the defense bother him one bit.
Now, here's DeRozan. To the inside. It's stolen by Capella. Lowry with the block. They recover it. That'll be a 5-second call. First quarter of ball, almost 2.5 minutes in. Beverly dishes to Anderson. Fades. The shot misses. And it's the Raptors taking it the other way. Lowry inside the line. Gets a very good look and converts.
You saw the quickness of Lowry there. How he can stop on a dime and go up for the shot.
Beverly against Lowry. Anderson the screen. And here's Harden for three. Jared Sullinger pulls it in.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Beautiful pass that helped set up his teammate perfectly.
Now about 3 minutes gone in the first quarter. DeRozan against Harden. Anderson a screen on DeRozan. And here's Harden for three. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Harden's got a pair of threes now in the first quarter for Houston.
I tell you what, guys, it's going to be a tough day on this defense if he's got the A game rolling tonight.
He certainly has it early on. He came out with some energy tonight.
Carroll passes to Lowry. At the elbow, Sullinger. From the arc, 4 on the clock. It's Lowry again missing. Houston in the lead.
You know, the thing about James Harden, though, there's really no perfect way to defend him. I mean, he can torch you from deep, drives the lane as well as anybody, and especially when he's looking to create contact. And in many ways, your best defense against him is a good offense. You try to match some of his points by scoring on the other end. Well documented that maybe defense not his strength, but, you know, that's an area. Where if you want to have success, you're going to have to do a good job on that end.
Anderson with the ball. Sullinger picks him up. Jacks up a three. And it's Toronto with the rebound. And thinking about ways to stop Harden, part of the problem is that he's really built like no other player out there.
Physically, he's got that barrel of a body, the long arms, and just enough quickness to blow by you. He's elusive, yet always looking for contact, which is why he lives at the free throw line.
Here is Harden, following the score by DeMar DeRozan, and the basket by Harden.
And the way he's been shooting the ball this quarter, he has his teammates fired up. That's why they have this lead.
They're going to turn it over. They couldn't get it in bounds that time.
Just careless. No other way to describe it to start the game. That's already his third miscue.
Anderson the screen. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Rockets will retain possession. Here's Harden. And a miss there off the inbound.
How anyone could give him that much room from his spot is crazy. But the defender got away with it.
Kevin, he is tough to stop when he gets to the rim.
Yeah, Greg, he can get up a few notches higher. The three. Another miss by Harden. Toronto's gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game. Valanciunas sets a screen for Lowry. Back to Valanciunas. And here we go. Fast break. Beverly's got it. Ariza has the open look. The Rockets again can't hit.
And you can see why the D is willing to just back off and really take their chances with his jump shot.
Outside Lowry. He dishes it to Carroll. Sullinger is screen on Ariza. Goes up from the top of the key and off the left side of the rim, and it swirls in for him.
Here we go. It's gone up.
We've had our chances on offense, but we need to start capitalizing on them. We're +6 in the turnover battle tonight. Right now they have 8 more points in the paint than we do. There's no reason to drive into traffic. If you see an opening, take it. Otherwise, do not force it. Hey, our run starts right here. Right here.
Some changes here for the Raptors. Patrick Patterson, he's checked in for Jonas Valanciunas, and Corey Joseph subbed in for Damari Carroll. And then for Houston, Nene, he's checked in for Capella, and it's Gordon in for Trevor Ariza. Now here's Nene. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there. Hey, Steve, when you think about team basketball and chemistry, the value of winning, what attributes make for a great teammate?
I think, first of all, unselfish. I think a guy just wants to do whatever it takes just to win. And it's not about his individual awards, and also a guy that wants to make you better.
What about the guy you don't like? What about the guy who's not a good teammate?
You know that guy is selfish, and that guy is always huddling up with a lot of guys having these small conversations, talking about what's going wrong.
Well, what do you do about it?
You got to kind of weed those guys out. You got to have guys all on the same page. I think it's a team effort, but also it's the coach, general manager, and the leaders of the team to kind of weed him out.
Great perspective. Good on the second free throw.
And when you look at the Rockets, I mean, plenty of offense, but last year there was a huge drop-off defensively. And given this team's lofty goals, that really flies right in the face of that old adage, defense wins championships.
It's good. Now So here's Beverly. He's been patient so far, nothing yet on the scoreboard. Anderson with the screen for Beverly. A second chance effort. Tries from 10. It's deflected.
Wonderful anticipation from Pirtle on that one, positioning himself perfectly to send that one back.
Now Beverly, and there's a whistle that goes on Corey Joseph. That's his first foul. Beasley's checked in for the Rockets. Pablo Prigioni comes in for Patrick Beverly. Leaps for it. Here's Prigioni. Prigioni kicks to Brewer. Clock at 6. Houston moving it around. Houston needs to get a shot off. Here's Nene. The Rockets again can't hit.
It just seemed like they were out of sync and waited way too long.
Here's Joseph. From deep three-point range. No good that time. And Houston the other way now. Guys, they're looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively, for sure.
Raptors leading by 3. Out of bounds. Houston takes possession.
And you can see it. He knew he made a mistake the second the ball left his hands.
Here's Prigioni. Gordon kicks to Prigioni. Back to Gordon. He feeds it to Prigioni. Pass to Nene. Just 5 to shoot. Gordon outside. And Pirtle pulls it down. The Raptors have gone 8 of 11 in the first quarter. They'll take that percentage any night. Joseph dishes to Patterson. Back to Joseph. And here is Powell. Looking for his first basket still in this one. Count that one.
And they're leaning on the mid-range right now. That's 6 of their last 10 from that area.
Prigioni kicks to Beasley. Nene the pass to Prigioni. Uses the glass that time, and it's good.
And their post play has been really solid right off the bat.
Raptors leading by 3. Joseph with the ball. It's deflected. Stolen by Nene. A floater, and it's Norman Powell with the foul. That's his first foul. Stolen by Joseph.
I'll tell you what, terrific anticipation defensively. Tracked it all the way. That pass had no chance.
Pass to Powell. Top of the key. And he didn't get quite enough under that one.
Just doing the job on the backboard.
Gordon with no one around, and it's all evened up. There's 57 seconds left in the first quarter. Here's Joseph. Drains the three-pointer. Joseph's got himself on the board with 3 there.
It looks like he took that last 3 a little personal.
I think so. A little bit of a little payback. Great back and forth between these two fellas.
Gordon dishes to Prigioni. And Brewer kicks to Prigioni. It's Beasley on the wing. Fires the 3. And another 3 for Houston.
Timely passing leads to assists, and that's been the recipe for success.
Toronto's gone 2 of 5 from three-point land here in the first quarter. Now here's Joseph. Patterson, the screen. Here's Ross. And the rebound goes to the Rockets.
Good little two-man action there, but they just can't get the shot to fall.
All you ask for is execution, and those shots will fall later.
And back and forth we go. That bucket gives us another lead change.
These are the type of games you love. You can't predict. The only thing you know is it's going to be a close one.
Now Joseph. Can't hit that one. 1 quarter in the books, and it's been a close one so far. Rockets on top, up 2. After this break, we'll be back with the start of the second quarter on 2K Sports. And power forward Patrick Patterson, getting better every season. He said that his college career at Kentucky really helped prepare him for his life as a pro.
I think my 3 years at Kentucky, caused what I am now, as far as being a sound player, a guy who's not all about himself, who puts his team first and who works hard and who doesn't talk back, who doesn't do the negative things. He's a team player, he's a team guy, and he works hard.
Patterson Clark, exactly the guy he says he is, and that's why he's one of those glue guys you've got to have on your team.
And the kind of guy who his teammates love, because they know he's always going to have their back, always going to work hard, and always going to bring it.
And we welcome you back to more NBA action. Players looking hydrated and plenty of Gatorade to help them get their job done tonight. And guys, for the Rockets, what jumps out to you from a numbers standpoint?
I tell you what, the scoring has come in threes for the most part here so far.
This has definitely been a perimeter-oriented game, and right now it seems like they can't miss.
And now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset our lineups. So on the floor for Houston, Beverly and Harden are the 1 and the 2. Anderson is out there with Gordon. Then it's Nene, and at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Now Lowry, after Eric Gordon's three-pointer that didn't go.
Valanciunas over the last few years has always been pretty good offensively, and also now on the defensive end, he's a guy that's not a liability. He has taken large strides to improve in that area.
And we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, guys, we've seen James Harden become one of the most accomplished in the league at drawing fouls and getting to the free throw line. And he makes no apologies for his style. He said free throws are a part of basketball, not necessarily going in there and trying to draw a foul, but if a person can't guard you, he has to foul you, or I'm going to score every single time. Kevin?
Maybe the toughest cover in the league, DA. Thank you. Looking at Valanciunas and his defense, he seems to be a lot more decisive in his action, Steve. Seems like a small thing, but that means so much at his level.
Yeah, Jonas is not hesitant on the rotations and charging out to the perimeter. He's playing with more confidence on the defensive end. He'll be all right.
Jared Sullinger's checked in for Patterson. Clint Capella, he's checked in for Houston. Riza comes in for Gordon. Lowry passes to DeRozan. And again, no good by Toronto.
A three-point marksman. He couldn't have asked for a better look. Sometimes it just doesn't go down.
Knocked away. Harden dishes to Capella. Count that bucket. Capella's got his first 2 points. He talked about a back-and-forth game. This is the definition.
You have to love these kinds of games, scoring-wise, keeping everybody on their toes.
Hits it from three-point range.
Yeah, these defenders had better start closing down on shooting.
Harden against DeRozan. Ariza outside. tried to come right back with the three of his own, but it's no good.
Carroll doesn't get to the line too often, but he did a good job to draw the foul on that play.
And last season, DeMarre Carroll missed a lot of time, Steve. Signed the big deal with Toronto, coming from Atlanta. But he was only able to make an appearance in 26 games last year for the Raps.
Yeah, definitely, unfortunately. DeMarre Carroll's one of those guys you want to have him on the court because he makes positive plays. You talk about his defense, but on an offensive end, he can give you a lot. He can knock down that corner three.
And defensively, Steve, these days, more and more teams are looking to switch screen roles. Why is that?
Because of the new rules, Kevin. I mean, you look at it now, defenses can play a little bit of a zone. I think back in the day, imagine me switching out on Shaq. He'll go right into the box, and you couldn't have a guy come over unless he had the basketball. But right now, you can play more of a zone. So if teams who have multiple guys that can switch and defend multiple positions, they have an advantage.
Well, that's the thing that these teams want to get now. These players that are versatile play 3-4 positions sometimes, so they can do just what you're talking about.
Yeah, you're totally right. I mean, you have guys like Draymond Green can guard 1 through 5. That just has to be a luxury.
Isn't that amazing?
It is.
LeBron, another one. He can guard all 5 positions.
He
can guard everything.
Just not there from a rhythm standpoint right now. It's really eluding him.
Not a high percentage look, but the defense gave him just enough space, and he buried it.
Lowry up top, defended by Beverly. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. That's 12 points for DeMar DeRozan.
And they're right around 50% for the game on their threes, and they've only gotten better as the game's gone on.
And Beverly kicks to Capella. Houston moving the ball around. Ariza with the bucket. Toronto's gone 3 of 5 beyond the arc since the start of the second quarter. Dishes it to DeRozan. Fires from the wing. The rebound by Anderson. Anderson's got his 3rd rebound on the night. And here's Harden for 3. Cans it from downtown. Harden's got 14 points.
And let's see, guys, if that triggers another little explosion from him after hitting 3 triples in that first quarter.
Sullinger, a screen on Harden. Off the pick. And finished off by DeRozan.
If you can get a good screen for DeRozan on a pick and roll, more often than not, he'll convert it. Great body control.
The Rockets trail. Here's Beverly. There's the dish to Ariza. And here's Harden for 3. They grab their own miss. Toronto's gone 5 of 10 from downtown tonight. 50% exactly. Lowry against Beverly. Stolen by Beverly. Anderson outside. This one for 3. Finds the hole for the second time from the floor. Now 2 for 5.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
Lowry kicks to Valanciunas. That's in, coming off an assist from Lowry. Lowry's got his 3rd assist on the night.
That's where Valanciunas is a handful, inside and on the block.
Now here's Harden. He's got 14. Capella, the pass to Beverly. Got a piece of it. Here's Anderson. Rebounded by Valanciunas. Valanciunas has got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Fires the 3. And again, Toronto with the triple.
They've been outstanding from beyond the arc this quarter. Their percentage has been climbing steadily.
Here's the screen. A shot by Harden, wide open. And again, it's the Rockets from deep.
Defensively, they just look out of sync, not closing out on the threes in time.
So, timeout called here, the first for Toronto.
And coach most likely wants to address their turnover issues. The offense looks forced right now, rush. There's no synergy to it. They have to find a way to work together and remain aggressive without making mistakes.
group in now for the Raptors. Pirtle, he's checked in for Jonas Valanciunas. Ross comes in for DeMar Carroll. Norman Powell's checked in for DeMar DeRozan. And Corey Joseph subbed in for Kyle Lowry. Houston also making some changes. Michael Beasley, he's checked in for Anderson. Brewer comes in for James Harden. And it's Pablo Prigioni in for Patrick Beverley. Toronto's gone 6 of 11 when they've taken the three-point shot tonight. Very respectable. Raptors last season introducing a new logo, new jerseys, revamped colors to go with their new motto, We the North. It seemed to have captured, Steve, the spirit of this fan base.
Yeah, I think some teams like the Brooklyn Nets, they put Brooklyn across the front of all their jerseys, home or away. The Raptors, they like to keep that on the front of their jerseys. They want to represent not just Toronto, but the whole country.
Over in the corner, Sullinger kicks it to Ross. Back to Sullinger. It's good from about 19 feet. Sullinger's got his second bucket of the night.
And the jump shot has been a dimension of this game where they've had a clear advantage.
And here is Brewer. No scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Ariza. The Raptors making a switch here. Patterson's checked in. And then for Houston, Nene comes in for Clint Capella. And Gordon subbed in for Trevor Ariza. The Raptors have gone 8 of 14 in the second quarter on field goal attempts. And Joseph kicks to Powell. Here's Pirtle, and the dunk by Pirtle.
And really, Pirtle is a very forceful player. When he's near the rim, the D better watch out for the slam.
Now here's Beasley. Gordon a screen. The pass to Nene. The baseline J. Drained for 2 points.
I love how he used his height advantage on that shot.
He also, for a big guy, has a terrific touch from that range.
Ross with it, covered by Brewer. Up again. Here's Pirtle, poked away, and stolen by Gordon. Now here's Brewer. He's guarded by Ross. They get it back. Beasley kicks to Prigioni. Houston moving the ball around, and that one is good by Beasley. Toronto's gone 4 of 6 from long range in the second quarter. Solid shooting. Joseph dishes to Pirtle. And fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot two. It's on Nene. And Jakob Pirtle enters the NBA after 2 seasons at the University of Utah. Last season, he won the Pac-12 Player of the Year, as well as awards for the best center and low post player in college basketball.
Yeah, and he had an opportunity to play in Europe instead, but he thought the college route would be a nice experience. Certainly the exposure didn't hurt, and he made demonstrable improvement from year 1 to year 2.
The first one falls.
What you love about Jakob Pirtle is his size. A 7-footer who plays hard on both ends of the floor.
He's off on the second. Well, for every NBA player, there seems to be a moment, Smitty, when they realize that they had a special talent, that the game came easy to them. Did you have that kind of moment where you said, you know what, I'm pretty good at this game?
You know what helped me, Kevin? Drafted by the Miami Heat. And sometimes where you're drafted and the people around you. I played with Glenn Rice from the state of Michigan, played
Yes.
at Michigan. Then I also played with Willie Burton. He's from my neighborhood.
Sure is.
So getting a chance to have guys familiar, some similar backgrounds, Grant Long as well, it made life a little bit easier. I think when I knew I was special, when the first time I heard my name in the starting lineup.
I bet. And Miami is not too bad a city to begin your
No, not at
career
all.
in, is it?
Yeah, Michigan was pretty cold. I was down there in Miami.
Here's Prigioni. He has 5. Cans it from downtown.
They've given up a lot of three-pointers here today.
Toronto trailing. 1:06 left in the first half of basketball. Powell, the pass to Ross. 13 feet away. Takes a big high bounce and goes in. Ross has got his second basket.
Terrence Ross with the nice bucket. His offense is coming around nicely.
Stolen by Joseph. Fast break Toronto. Falls through. He's now made 2 of 4. We talked about a back and forth game. This is the definition.
You have to love these kinds of games, scoring-wise, keeping everybody on their toes.
Now here's Gordon. Off the pick. Off the left rim and out.
See, that's a good look from within his range. You know he's kicking himself for missing it.
Here's Joseph. Rockets with the rebound. Beasley's got 4 rebounds now tonight. 5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. But he recovers it. Prigioni kicks to Nene. Doesn't go for him. Joseph with the ball. He has 5. Such a wide open look. Joseph's got the lead up to 5 now for Toronto.
And when Pirtle sees one of his guys wide open, he whips it his way. He's all for doing what's best for the team.
And the first half comes to a close. We've got a close game going on here. Raptors lead by 5. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thanks very much. Coach, it's early in the season, so what can you say about how things are going chemistry-wise so far?
I love our guys. We have a great group of young men that are competing hard, and it feels good because I know our guys are totally engaged and focused and giving us what they have.
Dwayne, thanks a lot. Back to you.
Thank you, David, for that interview, and we'll see you back here after the break for third quarter basketball.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back, everybody, to the 2K Sports Halftime Show. Hope you've been enjoying the excitement so far. Ernie Johnson, Kenny the Jet Smith, Shaquille O'Neal. DeMar DeRozan putting in some serious work for the team tonight. He had 14 points and 3 rebounds. His last game out, he was just not himself. But tonight, he has rounded right back into form with a very solid first half. And taking a look at the Raptors, Kenny, what did you see out there?
Well, they showed a lot of discipline on offense, called some high percentage plays. Even when the defense devised different looks, they always seem to have the answer. That's good coaching.
And Shaq, let's get your input on the Rockets.
I really like how they limited turnovers. You know, they didn't play it too safe. They made some really nice passes. When you can play like this and cut back turnovers, it can add up to over 10, 8, 12, 15, 16 easy points, Ernie. I don't know how many points, a lot of easy points. They'll be in good shape if they can keep making the same smart plays.
And that wraps up halftime as the game is set to get back underway. Let's send it back to Kevin Harlan and crew. They are standing by courtside.
Here we go now, the start of the third quarter, welcoming you back in a closely contested first half so far. An exceptional performance so far from James Harden.
How about the magic touch he had on display there in that first half in terms of finding his teammates? Just a plethora of assists.
And that's the sign of a truly gifted player who isn't just looking out for his own stats. He loves getting his guys involved too.
Welcome back, everyone. The second half about to get underway, and it's been a close one so far. Here's Beverly. DeRozan and Carroll are out on the wings. Jared Sullinger is out there with Jonas Valanciunas, and it's Lowry in at the point guard. They're the group for Dwayne Casey starting the second half. And he makes that one. Raptors leading by 3. Inside. Oh, and the jam by Sullinger.
What a look from Lowry. Just knew he would be open.
Now, here is Harden. And for a team with as much talent as the Rockets have had over the last few seasons, the results have been pretty mixed.
Yeah, and look at the club's recent rosters. I mean, they've been filled with a couple mega stars and then everyone else. At some point, you have to look past all the individual stuff and make the commitment as a team to play for each other. Unselfish, fundamental basketball.
Now Anderson following the three-point attempt by DeRozan. From downtown, and it's Beverly missing. Toronto's gone downtown 13 times in this game, and they're just over 50%, 7 of 13 on threes. To the inside. And the dunk by Valanciunas.
The persistence of Valanciunas paying off in a big way on the glass. He is just a tremendously hard worker.
Got a piece of it. Shot from the wing. Shot is good, and the Toronto lead is cut to just 5 points on the basket from Ariza.
Not the best possession, but somehow they got the shot to fall.
Outside DeRozan. Puts up a 3, and the 3 ball is good. DeRozan's got 17.
He's been on target all night, and that's helped the whole team.
Lowry against Beverly. And Jared Sullinger picks up the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game. And so here is Houston, trailing here by 8.
Really bad mental lapse by the defense, yet he did not make them pay, surprisingly.
No good from Valanciunas. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively, for sure.
Drains the three-pointer.
There was no defense present there whatsoever. Anyone could have made that wide-open shot.
Raptors leading by 5. Well, we're into the third quarter, just over 2.5 minutes played. Lowry against Beverly, out to DeRozan, a 3 ball. The shot will not fall. And it's Houston the other way. Here's Ariza. Carroll with the rebound.
And the shots just continue to say no in terms of falling.
Stolen by Anderson. Here we go, one-on-one. Here's Ariza. Ariza with another miss. The Raptors have gone 3 of 7 on field goal attempts here in the second half. The wide open look here for DeRozan. And again, no good by Toronto.
Look, he's doing everything he can to get out of this funk. Just been a rough quarter shooting the basketball.
Shot is good, and the Toronto lead is cut down to just 2 points on the bucket from James Harden.
Dropping bombs. How many more threes are we going to see from him tonight?
I say keep letting them fly. When you got a weapon like that, you got to keep on using it.
And here's Lowry. James Harden getting it to go from deep. Passes it to Carroll. On the wing, DeRozan. Sullinger, a screen on Harden. Shot clock at 6. Harden against DeRozan. Raptors get it back. Sullinger dishes to DeRozan. Nailed from three-point land. DeRozan's got a pair of threes now here in the third for Toronto. For 3. With that shot, the Raptor lead is cut down to 2 points now on the basket from Harden.
Back at you. I mean, they immediately get those 3 points back.
Hey, let's see if this turns into a long-range shootout.
And for all the scoring, Greg, that James Harden gives you, he's also one of the top playmakers in the NBA.
You know, and even coming out of college, Kevin, a lot of scouts felt Harden could play the point. I mean, that's one of the reasons why this guy is going to consistently be in the MVP conversation.
And here are the Rockets now, after the Raptors pick up 2. Now Lowry, he has 5. Outside DeRozan. Lets it go from deep, and again, Toronto with the triple.
And you can just see his confidence is rising. Bucket after bucket from long range.
And Beverly kicks to Capella. Anderson the screen. Ariza. Second chance shot, and the rejection by Valanciunas.
And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
And Trevor Ariza, one of the more consistent 3-and-D wings. Seems like he puts up pretty much the same numbers, Greg, every season.
Yeah, Kevin, a little bit of what you see is what you get. The difference I saw in him last year, though, although subtle, was the dip in number of assists and rebounds. And one thing Ariza has to guard against is getting too comfortable floating to that three-point line.
Catching up on the changes for Toronto. Pirtle, he's checked in for Jonas Valanciunas. Patterson comes in for Jared Sullinger. And Corey Joseph subbed in for Damari Carroll. He's perfect from the line this time.
Dwayne Casey's one of those guys, watching him coaching his Raptors. He has passion on the sideline. He works extremely hard. He's such a competitor, pacing up and down the sideline. Dwayne Casey is a hard worker.
Now here is Lowry. He has 5. Pirtle, the pass to Patterson. It's rebounded by Houston.
Mix up defensively, left him wide open from mid-range. That's a shot he needs to hit.
The offensive rebound from deep. That's good from Ariza on the assist by Beverly. Beverly's got 4 assists now tonight.
And he finally gets involved from beyond the arc. His first 3 of the game comes here in the second quarter.
Now here is Lowry. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him. And Steve Casey has made hard work the mantra of his team. And for his own coaching style, at the end of the day, he says it's about outworking the other team in every way.
Well, that's Dwayne Casey. Defense, defense, hard working. That's his mantra, and that's what he lives by.
First one falls for him. Some changes for Toronto. Ross comes in for DeMar DeRozan. And it's Powell in for Kyle Lowry. Houston also making some changes. Michael Beasley, he's checked in for Ariza. Brewer comes in for James Harden. And it's Pablo Prigioni in for Patrick Beverly. Now here's Beasley. 7 points in the game. Lets it go from 11. The shot by Nene. No good. Toronto leading by 4. Here's Joseph. He's got 8. Hits the three-point bomb. Joseph's got 11 points.
The defense totally blew it. They left him way too wide open, and he dropped that one with ease.
The feed to Prigioni. And he drops it in from the low post. He has 7.
That's a great example of the importance of chemistry. He knew where his teammate wanted the ball, and he put it right there.
Toronto's gone to the three-point shot 8 times already in the second half and hit 4 of them. Joseph, that's good.
Great vision there from Ross to find the open man.
Rockets trailed by 7. Prigioni kicks to Beasley. On the wing, Gordon shoots it up. That shot off. Now Toronto takes it the other way. And here is Joseph. He's got 13. To the middle. Here's Pirtle. Back to Joseph. Pirtle with the ball. Launches a 3. Shot by Joseph. No good.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
Prigioni kicks to Brewer. by Joseph. Oh, and here comes Joseph all alone. Lays it in off the breakaway. And now it's a 9-point Toronto lead. And for Houston, they're shooting 39% from the floor since the half. Not really what they had in mind. From 13, a shot by Nene. No good.
I know he's talented, but when you're completely surrounded inside, you have to try and kick it out to someone who's open.
Here's Brewer. The Rockets again can't hit.
And he's really having all sorts of problems with his jumper right now.
And if you're the defense, you probably should sag off him right now because he's not knocking down anything.
Now here's Joseph. He kicks to Ross. The 17-footer. Second chance effort, and the bucket counts, and he's on his way to the free throw line. Try to make it a 3-point play.
Active footwork from Patterson helping him get the rebound.
Sellinger's checked in for Toronto. DeRozan comes in for Terrence Ross. Trevor Ariza's checked in for Houston. Patrick Beverley comes in for Pablo Prigioni. Patterson no good on the free throw.
Just a solid player, Patrick Patterson. Comes off the bench, but he also can play starters minutes. Slightly undersized, but finds a way to get it done.
And with Patterson, the Kentucky product, he's very comfortable both inside and outside on the offensive end.
Yes, also as a starter coming off the bench, but I think he's more effective coming off the bench. He brings instant offense for his team.
So he gets them both.
You can win a lot of games with a great backcourt. The Raptors arguably have the best backcourt in the Eastern Conference. Kyle Lowry, DeMar DeRozan, both all-stars. They're physical, and they like to attack smaller guards.
Now here's Joseph. 15 points in the game. Out to DeRozan. And again, no good by Toronto. Rockets trail by 9.
And with the time left, they still can go 2 for 1.
In this situation, I think it's a must.
And Lowry and DeRozan, with over 4 seasons of experience playing together, they've developed a great chemistry.
On and off the court, they're close friends. And as serious and intense as they are on the court, they are just as playful off the court. Just like brothers, they're always poking at each other.
Now here's Beverly, and slam dunk by Nene.
And he just leaves the D in the dust and explodes to the basket.
You're right. Maybe a momentum changer right there, huh?
I think it very well could be. That might be the game-changing play that helps push them over the top.
It's tipped. And here's Gordon from outside, and a clear foul there as he shot the triple. He'll go to the line for 3 free throws.
Yeah, there was definitely some contact there on the three-point attempt.
This is his first free throw of the game.
And last year, excellent at the free throw line, just a shade under 90%.
And he's good on the first of 3.
And no matter what, one of the big positives they can take away from this game is how well they've performed at the line.
And the second free throw, good. And he makes all 3.
He just can't miss from the line right now. He is the guy you want taking those shots.
Well, it's been an exciting game. Plenty of offense as we head to the 4th quarter. The Raptors out in front, up by 4. Don't go anywhere. The final quarter is coming up next on 2K Sports. All right, the fourth quarter of action getting underway. We've had a great one so far with both sides coming to play. Now here is Lowry. So on the floor for Houston. Beverly and Harden are the 1 and the 2. Gordon out there with Anderson. And it's Capella in at the 5. Now here's Joseph. Feeds it to Sullinger. 6 to shoot. Toronto needs to get off a shot. Here's DeRozan. Knocks down the 3-ball. DeRozan's got the fourth quarter started here with a bucket for Toronto.
He has a lot of points from long range this half. He's taken advantage of a really tired defense.
Anderson dishes to Harden. Fires from the line. Toronto grabs the miss. Sullinger's got 9 rebounds in the game, getting it done. It's stolen by Capella, and we may have an injury here that does not look good.
And really, the last thing you ever want to see in a game is somebody getting hurt.
You never want to see a player go down like that, especially the way he went down.
Trevor Ariza's checked in for James Harden. Carroll's checked in for Toronto. Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
Kevin, I was able to listen in on what Mike D'Antoni was talking about with his team. He told them, now's when you turn it on. Leave them in the rearview mirror. I know we can put these guys away. We'll see if they can deliver.
Thank you, David. Now here's Gordon. Buries it from three-point range.
There it is. Just lined it up and knocked it down. His first 3 of the half, second of the game.
Left side Lowry. It's stolen by Capella. Knocked away. And Valanciunas kicks to Lowry. And the shot is good. And the Raptors lead by 6.
Look at the big man Valanciunas showing off the playmaking skills.
Beverly against Lowry. Ariza outside. He dishes it to Anderson. And Jared Sullinger picks up the foul. That's his 4th foul of the contest.
And that 4th foul, guys, might force him to scale back the aggression from a defensive standpoint. He does not need, nor does the team need, number 5.
And that one's good. Beverly.
And you don't want to allow too many of those short ones with the game right now in the balance.
Got that bucket in no time at all. 10 points for Kyle Lowry.
Lowry gets more and more comfortable launching threes the longer he's in the league.
They set the pick. Gordon against DeRozan. Clock at 6. And here's Anderson for 3. Rebounded by Valanciunas. Valanciunas has got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. The high post shot. Again, Toronto.
Valanciunas has a look from the mid-range. He is very comfortable taking it.
Rockets trail by 9. Beverly, the pass to Ariza. He feeds it to Anderson. Anderson can't get that one to fall.
The thing is, you want to do everything you can to help your team, and sometimes you just try to do too much.
The shot by Lowry, no good. For Houston, they've gone 2 for 5 on field goal attempts in the 4th quarter. Now Beverly, pass to Gordon. Shoots a 3. Good on the triple. Gordon's got a couple of 3-pointers now in the 4th for the Rockets.
All about converting your opportunities. He just hit his second 3 of this half, 3rd of the night.
Sullinger, a screen on Beverly. And it's Carroll in the corner. Back to Lowry. Pass to Valanciunas for 3. They get it again. Dishes it to Carroll. Good ball movement here by the Raptors. DeRozan's shot is off. Rockets trailed by 6. Here's Gordon. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up.
Two shots.
And he knocks down the first one.
And they came out of the locker room after halftime with a much more physical approach than what we saw in that first half.
Both free throws good from Eric Gordon.
It's interesting. No free throw attempts for him in the first half. He's finally pushing the action and reaping the reward.
There's the dish to Carroll. Back to Lowry. Stolen by Beverly. They push it up 4 on 3. Here's Ariza. The Rockets with another miss. Toronto leading by 4. Here's Lowry. And that one goes long. Rockets have gone 3 of 7 from the floor in the fourth. That's a 42% mark in the quarter. That one falls.
I mean, you never expect to get opportunities that easy coming down the stretch of a tight game.
How they let that happen, that is beyond me. Where is the fight? No easy baskets. Has to be their mentality on defense right now.
Here's Lowry. Following the score by Houston. And finished off by Sullinger.
And although an undersized center, more than making up for it with some serious hops.
Inside. And the shot is good. The Raptor lead has been cut down now to just 2 on the basket from Anderson.
And that tells the tale here today, guys. Throughout this game, they've been able to get the ball in tight and finish.
Holman here now for an injury report. And let's get an update on James Harden's injury. David, any news there?
Well, Kevin, I caught up with the head athletic trainer for the Rockets, and the news is pretty good. It does not look like a severe injury. Coming back tonight is not an option for him, and they are hoping he won't have to miss too much time. Back to you, Kevin.
David, thanks for the great update. We appreciate it, and we really hope for the best as always.
And he's a tough guy. My guess is he'll be back before we know it, and better than ever.
And I'm sure his teammates want to see him come back very, very soon.
And here's Gordon, following the three-pointer by DeMar DeRozan. Here's Ariza. Kicks it to Beverly. And it's Houston with another.
That's their 3rd straight make off an assist.
Raptors leading by 3. From deep. And DeMar DeRozan the bucket on the assist by Lowry. That's now 32 points for DeMar DeRozan. Rockets have gotten into a pretty good groove, going 6 of 10 here in the final quarter. They set the pick. Outside Gordon. Off the screen. Valanciunas grabs the board.
Another rebound hauled in. They're hitting the glass with a lot of passion.
Lowry dishes to DeRozan. Off target from outside.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
And the pass to Beverly for the 3. Doesn't get it to drop for him. And Toronto will come the other way. Here's Valanciunas. And it's Valanciunas finishing it off. That gives him a double-double in this one. 10 points and 12 rebounds.
You can see on that drive that Valanciunas would not be denied. He just willed his way to the score.
Anderson a screen on Lowry. The Rockets again can't hit. Raptors with the lead. Sullinger the screen. Lowry kicks to DeRozan. And a miss there on the triple. Rockets shooting at 36% on the night. They've got to step it up offensively. Ariza, and it's off from three-point range. Raptors leading by 8. Here's Sullinger. That one is good. He's only missed one shot of his 6 taken on the floor.
Excellent work there in transition.
He doesn't give the defense any time to set up. He just goes extremely hard to the bucket.
Timeout called the Rockets.
That's how we play the game. Bring it in. Let's go.
Patterson, he's checked in for Sullinger. Beverly against Lowry. Capella, the pass to Beverly. There's the foul. It's on Patrick Patterson. That is his first foul of the game.
Fantastic pass to connect with his teammate on the move.
That free throw good from Anderson. Guys, a good chance for them to slow it down.
Yeah, they definitely should use some clock here.
Lowry dishes to DeRozan. Out of bounds. Houston takes possession. Rockets trail by 7. And there's the call on Kyle Lowry. That's his first foul. Here's Beverly. Buries the long-range jumper. Now just a 4-point Raptor lead.
Fantastic bomb there, just especially against the taller defender.
Patterson, the screen. Lowry kicks to Patterson. And it's Patterson finishing it off.
Good job to stay patient and let the play develop. Lowry is very strong in that regard.
And so here is Houston. 1:37 left here in the fourth quarter. They set the pick. And here's Anderson for 3. And another 3 for Houston.
What a time for him to step up. Big 3 right there.
That's what you have to do. Clutch shots, clutch shooters. They come through in those positions.
And here's Lowry. With the shot. That one a tad offline to the right, but drops in for him.
Well, if there was a big bucket made in this game, you knew it would come from Lowry.
And Beverly kicks to Anderson. Rebound by the Raptors. Here's Patterson. The shot's good on the assist by Lowry. And now a 7-point Toronto lead.
The defense was clearly not on the same page. No one picked up the open man.
Took him no time at all on that one. Anderson's got 13 points in the second half. There's a minute left in the fourth quarter. Carroll passes to Valanciunas. And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there.
When a guy as big as Valanciunas gets the ball that deep, quite often the only answer is to foul him.
First free throw is good, and that increases their lead to 6. And some changes here for the Raptors. Ross is checked in for DeMar Carroll. Norman Powell comes in for DeMar DeRozan. And it's Joseph in for Kyle Lowry.
Every little bit helps. Outstanding work hitting those free throws.
Timeout called the Rockets. They're losing by 7. There's 53 seconds left in the fourth.
Our execution has to be perfect from here on out, gentlemen. Understood? Am I starting to sound like a broken record?
There's 53 seconds left in the game. Shot is good, and the Toronto lead is cut to just 5 points on the basket from Eric Gordon.
Terrific team chemistry on display. Everyone communicated well, and as a result, they got a great look out of it.
Powell with it. Valanciunas with a screen on Gordon. Fires, high post, perfect on the shot, swishes it through. And the Raptors lead by 7.
Really just continuing to increase the lead. This one should be easy for the rest of the way.
I can't see this one slipping away from them at this stage. They've just been too good today.
And here are the Raptors now. Well, for the Raptors, they can just run out the clock. No good from Valanciunas. Here's Beverly. That 3 off the mark. Now here's Joseph. Here's Patterson. No good there. And so it's Toronto winning this one. It was up for grabs right until the final seconds.
Yeah, and for me, Kevin, what stood out is just the overall trust this group has in one another when it matters most. Doing what had to be done and to send these fans home happy.
And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks very much, Kyle. Looked like the defense really got it done for you tonight.
We focused in a lot on defense in the film session we did before the game, so we had to re-emphasize the things that we worked on in the last couple days of practice.
That's been your identity as a team for a while. Congrats again. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Greg Anthony, David Aldridge, Steve Smith, and the rest of our terrific 2K Sports crew, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. So long.
The 2K Sports post-game show.
And Ernie Johnson here again with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny Smith. Without further ado, let's present our Jordan player of the game, DeMar DeRozan. Right out of the gates, he came out strong, making his first 3 shots and helping establish some offensive rhythm. What are your thoughts, Kenny, on his game tonight?
He was an assassin from the three-point line tonight. A very good percentage for him out there, and a grand total of 8 3-pointers. He tormented that defense with his ability to get open and drain the deep shot.
The athletic ability of DeMar DeRozan is off the charts, but he's got a great head on his shoulders, too. I like this kid from California. And we got a good taste of how well he combines his smarts and his skills tonight.
And that's it for tonight, but we've got a whole new NBA season ahead of us. For Shaquille O'Neal, for Kenny the Jet Smith, for Kevin Harlan, wherever he might be, and the entire 2K Sports crew, I'm Ernie Johnson. We'll see you again very soon.
So off the tip, it's Toronto. All fueled up and ready to go. Brought to you by Gatorade. Let's check out who's on the floor. And so in the game for the Rockets, Beverly and Harden are the 1 and the 2. Trevor Ariza out there with Ryan Anderson. And it's Capella in at the 5. Outside for Lowry. Back to Valanciunas. Tough sequence there. They just couldn't get it to fall.
As soon as he made his drive to the bucket, the defense jumped right in and prevented him from finishing out. But when you watch Clint Capella play, you notice how smooth he moves for a center of his size. He gets off the floor easily to contest shots or grab boards. He can cover a lot of space in a short amount of time when acting as the help defender.
And with Capella in his movement, you also like what it does for him in transition.
Well, don't forget, Capella has that deceptive length, too. You don't think he can take off from that far out and get a shot. But all of a sudden, boom, he's dunking right there on your dome. or throwing your shot out to the third row for a souvenir for some kid to take home.
He's off on the second.
Harden can carry an offense alone with his scoring. That's no secret. A big part of why he's able to do that is because he's so gifted at getting to the line. The past couple of years, he's averaged more than 10 free throw attempts a game.
Lowry's shot is good.
Really aggressive play there, taking it to the rack against the big fella.
Awesome attack toward the basket right there. This young man stays on his grind, showing his true grit and finding a way to get that one to go.
Here is Harden after the made shot from Kyle Lowry. Beverly wide open. They grab their own miss. Anderson can't get it to go. Toronto's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Now here is Lowry. Kicks to Carroll. Jacks up a three. Here's Valanciunas. And it's Valanciunas finishing it off.
And great effort on the boards, and what a mean that was, Kev. I mean, you just will not see him ever quit on a play.
That guy is a handful. You've got to have a body on him, Clark, at all times.
And how relentless is this guy? If you're the defense, he's the first one you're looking to block out there.
And however you feel about Harden getting to the line, whether you think he deserves it or oversells calls, you can't deny, Chris, that he is effective doing it.
Well, some may say it's a lot easier to shoulder an offensive load at the free throw line. They may never have taken the physical beating that it takes to get to that line. You got to give Harden credit. He knows how to create contact and push the issue. Very crafty when he goes up for a shot. If he feels a defender, he's caught with his hand in the cookie jar. In other words, reaching in for the ball.
And he sinks the second. Now about 2 minutes gone here in the first quarter. They set the screen. He dishes it to Beverly. Now the pass to Anderson from outside the arc. Anderson can't get that one to fall. Toronto, they've gone 2 of 6 from the field. And it's Carroll in the corner. Lets it go with a three. And it's Kyle Lowry with the three. Lowry's got 6 points.
He might not have the long-range ability of some other guys, but he will knock down open ones like that.
Ariza kicks to Capella. Passes it to Anderson. And the rejection by Valanciunas. Here's Capella, and there's 2 points. Working on the glass, paying off that time. Capella's got his first points of the night. Raptors leading by 3. Lowry inside the line. Again, Toronto. Lowry's gone 3 for 4 from the floor tonight. And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Well, earlier I spoke with Mike D'Antoni. He knows that they're going to be challenged when they go inside. He said the main thing they have to do is keep the ball moving and take the mid-range shot if it's there. Kevin, we'll see if they can make that work. Back to you.
Terrific, Dave. Thanks. They put a lot of thought into how they're going to match up against the opposing defense guys.
And so they should, because that's what it's going to take. This is such a tough D to break down. They're going to have to play a smart game offensively.
You're exactly right. This is a defense that can really rattle you, frustrate you. You have to just try to be efficient in your approach. Maintain your course.
You could not diagram a better way to open a quarter.
It's really the ideal start that any team wants. Now they have to ride this wave throughout the rest of the game.
And now the first timeout called here for the Rockets.
And last last year, Kyle Lowry took another huge leap in his development. And yeah, the points, the steals, and the rebounds were fantastic, but I thought the bigger part was the fact that the discipline he showed in the offseason to drop to 25 pounds. You know, you factor that in with his shot selection, and that discipline is one reason why he was an all-star and rapidly becoming one of the very elite guards we have in our league.
And talking about the progression of Lowry's game, some feel his improved attitude has had a lot to do with that.
You hit it. He was hard-headed when he came into the league. Didn't always get along with his coaches. Now, though, his maturity, his real confidence, those are areas of growth that have allowed him to just settle in and play his game. Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
And the shot goes in.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Harden with it. Now guarded by DeRozan. And they get it. Toronto grabs the miss.
Well, nice. You have to love it. He worked very hard to get a great look at the bucket. Those are the shots you want him taking every time.
Screened by Valanciunas. Shot off the screen. Offensive rebound. On the wing, DeRozan. Toronto working the ball around now. And Carroll gets it to go.
Nice firing by Sullinger right there. Passing is one of those attributes you'd like to see from every player, especially a big man.
They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Here's DeRozan, and there's the whistle on the shot. Took the foul, shot misses. He'll be shooting two. And there's the foul against Houston.
And DeMar DeRozan, kind of a throwback, you know, for this day and age when we talk so much about the three-point shot, because he's not a guy that's going to bomb you to death from deep. He's a high flyer who's going to attack the rim and get to the free throw line. And to me, that's extremely important, because the more attempts at the line you get, the more opportunities you have to set your defense. And so he beats people with that polished mid-range game and shoots an incredible number at that line. And those are reasons why this guy continues to improve and become one of the best at that off-guard position.
And looking at how DeRozan gets his points last season, Greg, he made great strides in becoming a more efficient shooter.
Yeah, and for a guy who didn't take a lot of threes, the field goal accuracy wasn't all that great for a number of seasons. But last year, DeRozan was more patient, took better shots. He also became more of a conscientious playmaker, which his teammates, no doubt, appreciate.
Now, here's Capella. It's stolen by DeRozan. Now, Carroll. He drains the quick shot. Carroll's got 8 points.
And the offense has come together immediately. I mean, they're threatening to run away with this thing already.
Well, they came to play today. It's still too early, but they really have put their foot down on their opponent so far.
Timeout called, the Rockets. Well, one of the biggest names in free agency GA this past offseason was DeMar DeRozan. Many in Toronto feared he would leave the team, but he re-upped with the Raptors on a huge deal.
Yeah, and DeRozan spoke about loyalty to the franchise when he announced he wanted to return to Toronto. It's the only team he's ever played for his entire career, and easy to be loyal when you are getting almost $30 million a year. So it's a great contract for DeRozan. And he clearly doesn't like what's going on out there right now.
Well, I'll tell you what, I wonder what time the bus got in last night. Their energy just isn't there. Neither is the execution. That's a smart timeout.
Houston making some changes. Nene, he's checked in for Clint Capella. And Gordon subbed in for Trevor Ariza. Here's Beverly. And that one drops. Beverly's got his first 2 points.
And Beverly is lightning quick on the drive. Not many guys are going to be able to keep up with him when he's moving that fast.
And the whistle blows on the backcourt violation. He went over and back. Harden against DeRozan. Nene, the screen for the three. Sullinger with the rebound.
Cold start to this game for him. A lot of his shots have been off.
Left side, DeRozan. And the Raptors hit again from deep.
Man, they are doing some damage from deep.
Well, they have some terrific shooters on their squad, and they are all shining brightly for them today.
Shot by Gordon, wide open. And the three off target. Raptors leading by 20. Screen by Valanciunas. Pass to Joseph. The three ball. And Valanciunas kicks to Carroll. A three-pointer, no good. And for Houston, they're shooting an alarming 21% to get things going here. And there's a whistle that goes on Corey Joseph. That's his first foul. Houston making some changes. Beasley's checked in for Anderson. Brewer comes in for James Harden. And it's Pablo Prigioni in for Patrick Beverly. Here's Beasley. Knocks it loose. Stolen by Joseph. Here's DeRozan. And they're going to count the bucket and send him to the line. It could be a three-point play.
How about the passing? They are moving the ball without any thought, without any individual agendas.
Well, the crowning moment for the Rockets' franchise history has to be their back-to-back titles in '94 and '95. Jordan was out of the league, and it was time to shine for Houston. Hakeem Olajuwon led their team to their only 2 titles in franchise history.
The basket drops, and he gets fouled on the shot. One free throw coming his way.
Yeah, heard the whistle and then kept his focus and able to still knock it down.
And with the Rockets' pair of titles, what a scrappy group of teams those were. Drexler and Olajuwon were the stars, but everyone could play on their team.
Well, what is really wild about the '95 run is that the Rockets were a 6 seed. That was the lowest seeded team to ever win the NBA Finals.
Now, here's Joseph. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game for him. There's the pick. Takes a three. Not going to go that time. So Houston will take it the other way.
They've been sensational on the backboard to start this game.
And the basket by Gordon.
His in-between game, always a work in progress, but the D still can't just leave him all by himself right there.
So timeout called here, the first for Toronto. Chris, who do you feel is the most dangerous post player with their back to the basket in the NBA right now?
Oh, wow. You know, I'd have to say DeMarcus Cousins. You know, he's not a traditional back to the basket, but he pivots and still gets that space up there. And his pump fakes, his up fakes.
Yes.
He's probably the most dominant big man offensively on the block. And also, I think you got to go back to a guy like Zebo. Yeah, he's lost a little bit of his athleticism, gotten older, but that's the thing about a guy like him. He's never been the most athletic. So being able to score down on that post is a skill, and Cousins and Zebo right now definitely holds that skill down.
Great perspective. Here's what Toronto's going with right now. Pirtle, he's checked in for Jonas Valanciunas. Patterson comes in for Jared Sullinger. Terrence Ross is checked in for DeMar Carroll. And Norman Powell subbed in for DeMar DeRozan.
This is as good as it gets for a first quarter in terms of shooting the basketball.
Rockets trailed by 21. Prigioni kicks to Nene. Shoots a fader. That one doesn't drop. Raptors shooting an impressive 60% early. Here's Joseph. And the Raptors hit again from deep.
And the defense looks soft early on. They've got to summon up a little more sense of urgency.
Beasley outside. There's the foul. It's on Patrick Patterson. That is his first foul of the game. .151 left in the first quarter of the game.
And trailing here in the first, you'd like to see them be a little more aggressive on the offensive glass.
How about the perseverance there, the extra?
Hello guys, I am here.
Raptors leading by 22. Joseph with the ball. Powell, the pass to Burton. Out of bounds. Houston takes possession. And for Houston, they're shooting only around 32% so far in this one. The offense looking a bit off kilter. And the basket by Gordon.
And really, it's been a major aspect of their offense in the early stages here. Their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range.
Joseph dishes to Powell. Ross kicks to Powell. There's a screen. Here's Joseph. Off target with his three.
The defense took a big risk leaving him wide open and got lucky. He clanked that outside shot.
Well, it's been quite a journey for Michael Beasley, but he's made his way, Chris, back into the NBA.
What's up, guys?
A couple of off-the-court issues. Hopefully, all that's in the past for him now.
Somebody hit.
And he can continue to help his team win basketball games.
That's good from Beasley. Jared Sullinger's checked in for the Raptors.
Thank you for enjoying this game.
Beasley hits them both.
Well, of course, two Canadian teams were born to the NBA in '95, but back in 2001, the Vancouver Grizzlies became the Memphis Grizzlies, leaving the Toronto Raptors as the sole Canadian survivor.
Now, here's Joseph. And again, Toronto no luck.
A frustrating start to this quarter.
It's stolen by Sullinger. It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Out of bounds. Houston takes possession.
You know, that's hard to explain that way. I mean, I guess he thought he had more room than he did.
Rockets trail by 18. Gordon kicks to Prigioni. Back to Gordon. No one near him. And the jumper is on the mark. Gordon's got his third bucket of the night.
Oh, he's gotten off to a superb start by shooting the ball extremely well from the field.
And Joseph kicks to Ross. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot two.
I mean, even from over here, you could see that one pretty clearly.
First trip to the line for him here.
And how about last season? Made about 79% of his attempts, so those are really quality numbers.
That free throw good from Ross. And both free throws good for Ross. On the wing, Brewer. All sorts of time. That shot off.
I didn't see that miss coming. I mean, he's usually been money from that range.
And an overpowering first quarter effort. Already a double-digit advantage. Raptors lead by 18. And we'll be back shortly for the start of the second quarter.
Hello guys, remember to subscribe to my channel.
And welcome back. It's been all one-sided so far through the first quarter as our second quarter gets underway. And a very convincing performance from the Raptors so far.
They've won the effort battle, and that's allowed them to control the backcourt.
I mean, and the fundamentals, when shots go up, guys are blocking out. Look at the numbers. It's ridiculous so far.
Rockets trail by 18. They've got Terrence Ross. Powell is out there with Lowry. Then it's Jared Sullinger. And it's Pirtle in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. That's the group for Toronto to start the second quarter. Anderson passes to Harden. And some nice passing there by Houston. Good on the bucket. Capella's got the opening field goal of the second quarter for Houston.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
On the sideline, let's catch up with Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Well, guys, a lot of Thunder fans still lamenting the trade of James Harden to the Rockets a couple of years ago when he became a superstar. But Harden doesn't. He said recently, "This is beyond my expectations. If I'd stayed in OKC, I'd still be in a good situation, but I don't think the sneaker deal and these other opportunities would have happened." He added, "Look, this is a grind. Every time you lose, you're blamed. For me, it's about continuing to work and focusing on what I can control." Kevin?
He deserves that top billing, DA. Thanks. Here is Lowry. James Harden picking up that last basket. Sinks the three-pointer. And for the uninitiated, Mike D'Antoni has a bit of a unique offensive approach. Likes, in fact, Chris, to create a lot of chances for his team by pressing the tempo.
Well, he creates a lot of chances and doesn't mind the early shot. He'll go with the undersized four to help push the tempo. It's all about getting easy transition buckets for D'Antoni.
And the Raptors with some changes. Valanciunas, he's checked in for Pirtle. Patterson comes in for Sullinger. And it's DeRozan in for Ross. A minute and a half gone here in the second quarter. Anderson the screen. Dishes it to Harden. Another miss by Harden.
Man, that is a missed opportunity right there.
Oh, they really made a mess of that one. That really should have been an easy basket. Now, by this point, we all know the approach the Houston Rockets front office is taking to assemble a team. Has made for some great years for Houston, but they have yet to turn the corner.
And for the approach of the Rockets, a lot of it is looking for shots that are of high value, namely threes and free throws.
Well, most importantly, the players have bought in and embraced the approach. Not many players will be against a high-powered offense that gets up and down the floor.
And he knocks down the first one. And the Raptors making a change here. Sullinger's checked in. And so Lowry nails both of them. And Chris, when you look at the best rebounders around the NBA, it's interesting. Sometimes their teams rebound better with them off the floor. How do you explain that?
Well, you know what, Kevin? I think rebounding is different in all situations. I don't think that there's a litmus test or a statistic to prove anything about rebounding. If you look, I'm impressed with some of the best guards in this game. Westbrook, the Rondos, and others that have been known to lead their teams in rebounding. I think it comes down to one thing and one thing only, heart. I think technique is second. A lot of guys may not have learned how to box out, but the athleticism in the league is such that in order to get a rebound, you're going to have to earn it. And so for me, I think a lot of times as well, if you have great teammates that can box out, a lot of times they get rebounds for guys by not letting it be that much competition inside the paint. So to me, rebounding is a personal thing, whether it's a team, it's team specific, but it doesn't matter how big or tall you are. If you can box out, if you have heart, if you have a motor, if you have a will, you should be able to go get some boards. To me, it's just about how much you want it. To be a starter in this league, to play over 28 minutes, 30 minutes, and not average 10 rebounds, I think you should be ashamed of yourself.
Sullinger, that's in, coming off an assist from Lowry. Lowry's got 3 assists now in this one.
Oh, and Sullinger is used to the defense, contesting his shots. Never looks rattled going up for his jumper.
Timeout call for the Rockets. And the Raptors, they've come a long way over the past few years in terms of their competitiveness.
And what I like about the Raptors front office, they're unafraid to reshape the team when things aren't quite working. 2 years ago, they were much more about offense than defense. Last year, they were an upper echelon defensive team, even if the offense suffered a little bit.
Anderson the screen. Here's Harden. it's Toronto with the rebound. Valanciunas has got double-digit rebounds now in the game. And here's Lowry. 13 points in the game. Pass to DeRozan. And he overshot that one, missing.
But that would have been lucky had it fallen. Poor shot selection.
Well, that's just not wise to take that shot in that situation. He'll think better of it next time around.
And no matter who it is, that kind of D isn't going to get it done.
Here's Lowry after the Rockets pick up 3. To the paint, here's Sullinger, and finished off by Sullinger.
And the 6'9" Sullinger loves to make his presence felt, showing off his physicality and athleticism with the jam there.
Rockets trail by 18. Here's Beverly. 5 points in the game. Nice job coming off that screen. Harden's got 5 now.
Man, so confident offensively. He's helping dictate the pace out there.
Now here is Lowry. Five on the clock. DeRozan in the corner. DeRozan can't get that one to fall.
If he can find himself out there, his team will be in fantastic shape to get this win.
Here's Beverly, and another 3 for Houston.
And getting going here in the second quarter, his second three-pointer of the game.
Now Lowry. Releases. It's rebounded by Houston. Capella's got his 3rd rebound on the night. Leaves the dishes to Beverly. He feeds it to Harden. Back to Beverly for 3. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Beverly. And some changes here for the Raptors. Damari Carroll comes in for Sullinger. And it's Joseph in for Powell. Raptors leading by 13. Lowry kicks to Joseph. Lets it go with the 3. And the rebound goes to the Rockets.
As he continues to rack up the misses from three-point range, he still appears undeterred. He's going to keep firing from out there.
Yeah, that's too good a look to give him from behind the arc.
Lowry kicks to Joseph. They set the pick. 3-pointer. And again, no good by Toronto.
Frozen. The guy is just ice cold, unable to contribute offensively.
Harden, no good.
Oh, man, his form seems rushed today, like he's trying to get rid of the ball as soon as he gets it. That's why barely anything is going in for him.
Lowry kicks to Carroll. Back to Lowry. Inside, looking to end the drought. Howard down after the assist, let him into the lane.
And nobody, guys, among the defenders stepping up to challenge him on that drive to the 10.
And Greg, he says, thank you very much, and sails in for the flush.
But it's surprising, Kev, to see so little urgency on the defensive side, especially with them losing this game right now.
And just tacks a few more points onto their lead with the tomahawk.
That's bringing it down hard. And the former 5th overall pick back in the 2011 draft, Valanciunas is still only scratching, people feel, the surface of his true potential.
And he's had a few bouts with the injury bug, Kevin, but when he's right, he's a load. Struggles defending on the perimeter, but his rebounding and rim protection have gotten more nasty as he's matured.
With that shot, the Raptor lead is cut down to just 12 points on the bucket from James Harden. Joseph with the ball. For the 3, cranes it from beyond the arc. Joseph's got 6.
And guys, there are some you can give that shot to, but let's be clear, he's not one of them. Terrible job there by the D.
Now here's Beverly. 8 points for him. DeRozan against Ariza. Here's Anderson. They get it again.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
The dish to Carroll. Feeds it to Valanciunas. He kicks it to DeRozan. It's stolen by Ariza. Harden outside. Houston moving the ball around. And Valanciunas pulls it down. Valanciunas has got 12 rebounds here tonight. Big time effort. Outside for Lowry. That one wide left.
And one thing I liked in the first quarter was their aggressiveness to draw the contact, putting the defense on the defensive.
Harden gets the bucket.
Oh, this guy, his motor is always the same. No matter what the score of the game is, he always remains aggressive.
Outside Lowry. The feed to Joseph. Kicks to Carroll. And here is Joseph. He's got 6. Lock at 6. From the arc. And Carroll gets it to go. Carroll's got 5 points now in the quarter.
I mean, on offense, he has been a constant force. You get him the ball, and there's a good chance he's going to knock that shot down.
Harden outside. He dishes it to Capella. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on DeMar DeRozan. That's his 3rd foul of the game.
And you can see he just didn't get squared up with his feet.
Some changes for Toronto. Pirtle, he's checked in for Jonas Valanciunas. Patterson comes in for DeMar DeRozan. And it's Ross in for Kyle Lowry. And out of bounds as Toronto gains possession. Raptors leading by 15. Here's Joseph. And there's the pass to Patterson. There's the pick. 36 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. Houston's gone 4 of 6 from long range in the second quarter. Solid shooting. For 3, Gordon. No good that time. And it's the Raptors taking it the other way. The biggest lead of the game was 24 points. Ross on the wing. Defended by Gordon. And it's Joseph in the corner. Birtle sets the pick for Joseph. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Shoots. No good, and tight defense there bothered that shot. And so we wrap up the first half. Toronto ahead, up by 15. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thank you, Kevin. Here with Kyle Lowry. Kyle, you came out strong to take advantage in the first half. Were you pleased with the effort?
Yeah, we got to keep it up. Our defensive intensity has to stay high.
That has led to some great play at the other end. Thanks. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David, for that interview, and we'll see you back here after the break for third quarter basketball.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
First half in the books. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith. Welcome back as we break down all the action. Kyle Lowry had a huge first quarter. He had 13 points, 5 assists, and 1 rebound. And taking a look at the Raptors, Kenny, what did you see out there?
Their perimeter shooting has made the difference, and so many of their points are coming from long range. They've come out, spread the floor, and executed their jump shooting game. It's been a barrage from the three-point line. Guys always finding the open shot. If they can stay hot from three-point land in the second half, this game is over.
And Shaq, let's get your input on the Rockets.
Well, one reason they're getting roasted, a.k.a. blown out, poor rebounding. Way too many one-and-done possessions. I don't want to see guys dribble between their legs and shoot. Not enough fundamentals. Hey, box out 101. Maintain position 101. Learn how to play basketball one-on-one. Things like that, Ernie.
It is just about time now for the third quarter to begin. After the final buzzer sounds, the three of us will still be sitting here talking to you.
Actually, it's 4 people.
We return now to Toronto with a fantastic look at sunset at the downtown skyline of Toronto, Ontario. Wow, what a great view. And as we begin the second half, first half wasn't even close, guys, and we'll see if there is a comeback on our hands or more of the same as we get the third quarter started. Kyle Lowry has just been sensational.
You know, we talk so often about making your teammates better, and his ability to see the floor and then make those passes on time in that first half was the key.
Not a role he often gets to play. He has the talent to be a catalyst for this offense, getting a chance to show it tonight.
And a lot of legends say nowadays, Chris, players don't have that same animosity they once had toward other teams, other players. Why is that? And which camp did you fall in?
Well, I think the world is smaller now. I think when you look at the fact of the internet and the fact that you can now watch your friends that maybe you met at camp in 14 and 15, you can watch them now through the various apps. I think it allows you to stay closer, you know, and allows you to build those relationships. The fact that everybody has a cellular phone now. So I think the world is smaller than it was when I played.
Yeah.
But there are some guys that I really respect and I haven't spoken to until after they retired. Or until after I retired. And so I wasn't in the camp of kissy, huggy, Philly, all that good stuff. If I knew you and I played with you on another team, then I'd always show you love. But you could be my brother. And once the jump ball goes up, if you're on the other team, you know, for these 48 minutes, I don't know you, you know. So the only family I have during those 48 minutes is my mom in the stands cheering for me, my pops, and my 12 teammates and my coaches. I want to see guys fight and claw for it and compete, and not that you can't. It just kind of doesn't throw the impression that you are when you're singing Kumbaya together at halftime during the game, smiling and taking pictures.
That's an excellent point. Taking a look at the Rockets. Harden and Ariza, the athletic wing pair. Anderson is out there with Clint Capella, and it's Beverly in at the wall.
The rapid-fire threes coming from everywhere.
This is a shooter's dream. They are really letting the outside shot fly.
Well, it was a very disappointing 2016 for the Rockets, once again ousted by Golden State, but this time it was in the first round as an 8th seed.
Well, you can see the Rockets falling behind the rest of the West last year, and you had the feeling the season was going to be rough for them. Changing coaches in the middle of the season like they did is also a tough thing to overcome. Hard to believe that they are a year removed from playing in the Western Conference Finals.
And Toronto has possession. The Rockets making the shot. Here's Carroll. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot.
Oh, the officials are all over that one.
For Toronto, they have knocked down 8 of 9 free throw attempts. I'd say those numbers read pretty well. And that one falls for Carroll. Carroll hits them both. And we're just about 2 minutes into the second half now. Now here's Harden. 13 points in the game. Passes it to Beverly. Lets it go with a 3. It's good. The assist that time from Harden. Harden's got 4 assists now tonight. Raptors leading by 14. Valanciunas with a screen on Beverly. Lowry passes to Valanciunas. And it's Valanciunas finishing it off.
And that's the kind of lead pass we've come to expect from him.
Houston's gotten the three-point bug tonight. They've taken 15 shots outside the arc. They're 6 of 15. Now a timeout called by Houston. One of the stories here, Kyle Lowry getting it done today.
Well, he refuses to miss anything right now. He's found his swagger, and he's letting everything fly.
Norman Bowles checked in for Damari Carroll. Just over 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second half. Capella dishes to Beverly. Capella kicks to Ariza. Beautiful dish, and the layup goes down. Ariza's got 6.
It's clear to me. Is it clear to you that Ariza feels at home in the post? I mean, just working his way inside and nailing these quality shots.
And Lowry gets double teamed from the line, and Sullinger with the basket on the assist by Lowry. That's now 8 points for Jared Sullinger.
Now, this is exactly the start they wanted to this half. They've only missed 1 shot in 5 attempts. And Jared Sullinger, former 21st pick back in the 2012 draft. Look, he's very talented. The questions for him have revolved around his weight and injury. He can get heavy. With those back injuries and stress factors, he has to control that.
And they've had assists now on their last 3 baskets.
Beverly against Lowry. Harden left side. A baseline J. Again, the Rockets score. And Chris Sullinger's weight drifting up at times to close to 300 pounds. It's not great for a player who's 6'9".
Yeah, but with his footwork, he does pretty well defensively. He's good one-on-one, and he knows where to be in pick and rolls. He's also gotten smarter. He's learned how to avoid those cheap fouls that plagued him early in his career.
Here's Beverly after Jared Sullinger's bucket. Down low, off the pick. Oh, and it looks like that's going to be a goaltending call. Yep, that's it. So they'll get the basket.
He thought he had the clean block there, but the refs saw it differently, and they call the goaltend.
Terrence Ross is checked in for the Raptors. Nene, he's checked in for Houston. Gordon comes in for Anderson. Raptors leading by 16. Now Lowry, 16 points for him. And Lowry gets double teamed.
Jump ball, jump ball, jump ball. You too.
And Toronto has possession. Shot clock at 6. DeRozan passes to Sullinger. Here's Valanciunas. Throws it down. If the official calls the foul, it may be a 3-point play. It's going to be on James Harden.
just not enough bodies on the glass right there, and they paid for it.
Simple rule of team rebounding. Everyone needs to box out someone when the shot goes up. A number of assignments were missed right there.
Catching up on the changes for Houston. Beasley comes in for Trevor Ariza, and it's Brewer in for James Harden. Beasley kicks to Beverly. From deep, Brewer's shot is off.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
Here's DeRozan. The shot's good on the assist by Lowry. Lowry's got assist number 10 tonight with that last one.
And just a little bit ragged defensive.
Well, somebody needs to wake them up and tell them they need to put forth a much better effort on D if they want to get back in this one.
Oh, such a field shot there, the floater.
Valanciunas with a screen on Beverly to the paint, stolen by Gordon. And that one's good. Beverly's got 16 points.
Even though he has been a man on a mission on offense, he still hasn't been able to help his team get the lead.
Lowry kicks to DeRozan. Shoots. And again, it's Toronto converting. Rockets trailed by 19. And Beverly kicks to Beasley. Pass to Nene. Here's Gordon. That doesn't go either for Gordon. Toronto's gone 2 of 2 from long range in the third quarter so far. Lowry with the ball. He's got 16. Inside, Valanciunas. And the dunk by Valanciunas.
That's leadership. Really, really valuable to have someone who can just take charge like he has.
Well, the captain of the ship, you know the rest of his teammates look to him to provide when things are tight. He came through again.
Beverly against Lowry. Ross with a wide open look. Tips it up. And staying with the play, Valanciunas. He's got 14.
Nice. He snuck a hand in there. That's the great anticipation he brings on the offensive glass.
Now, here's Brewer. He's guarded by Ross. Kicks it out to Gordon. Again, the miss by Gordon.
That's one he knows he should have drained.
Tries it from the top of the key. Beasley with the rebound.
But that would have been lucky had it fallen. Poor shot selection.
Well, that's just not wise to take that shot in that situation. He'll think better of it next time around.
Boy, they've been terrific from beyond here in the second.
And the Raptors call time here.
And he could tell his guys starting to wear down a little bit. Call time to just let them get their legs back under them.
Some changes for Toronto. Bertle, he's checked in for Jonas Valanciunas. Patterson comes in for Sullinger. And Corey Joseph subbed in for DeMar DeRozan. And a change for the Rockets. Pablo Prigioni, he's checked in for Patrick Beverly. And Joseph kicks to Ross. Back to Joseph. 6 on the shot clock. Those 3-pointers off the mark. Rockets trailed by 20. Dishes to Prigioni. And here is Brewer, looking for his first basket still in this one. Pass to Prigioni on the wing. Brewer. Houston moving it around. Nene. It's hauled in by the Raptors. The biggest lead of the game was 24 points. He muscles it in through the contact, and they call the foul. He's on his way to the free throw line.
And I like how he puts himself in position there to finish on the break.
That's part of his skill set. Excellent recognition on his part to get in the best spot to complete that look.
One shot, mind the lanes.
That free throw good from Patterson. Here's Prigioni. He feeds it to Gordon. Tipped away. Fast break Toronto. Ross is running. That's good from Joseph on the assist from Ross. 8 points for Joseph. Houston's gone outside a lot tonight. 17 times, in fact. 7 of 17. Brewer. The lead pass was put in just the right spot.
and so far are going for more of an inside presence here in the second half, getting away from the three-point shot.
They set the pick. Lowry drawing the double team. And the dunk by Pirtle.
And gotta admire how fast Pirtle slashes to the rim after setting the screen. Once he gets the ball, the D is finished.
We've got 1:23 left in the third quarter of the game. And Patterson kicks to Ross. Patterson, the screen. Ross dishes to Patterson. And it's Patterson finishing it off.
And that's how you make a steal count. Turn it into a quick slam at the other end.
It was really a case, it looked like Greg Anthony right there, if I can say so. It was really a case of a great defensive play triggering some instant offense.
Oh, well, that's because it was terrific anticipation. Also, the quick hands, a lethal combination.
On the wing, Brewer. He's guarded by Ross. And he was camped in the lane there, and he gets the 3-second call.
You can't afford to be playing that loose right now.
Man, there's no room for careless play like that at this point in the game. Has to be smarter than that.
The Raptors making a switch here. Carroll's checked in, and a switch here also for Houston. Anderson's checked in. Now here's Joseph. 8 points for him.
We see him make shots from the perimeter all the time. Unfortunately, he's just off with his rhythm in this one.
Prigioni kicks to Anderson. Here's Nene. And he converts the layup. Nene's got his first 2 points of the night.
And Brewer does an exceptional job, keeping his eyes up, always looking to dish the rock off to an open teammate.
That's his first personal foul. 14 foul. Substitution for the Raptors. Norman Powell.
Here's Joseph. Drops in the tray. Joseph's got 11 points.
Love the play there on the inbound. The defense lost contact with him, and he knocks down the triple.
Here's Anderson. Misses. And at the end of the third quarter, a huge lead in this one may already have been decided. It's the Raptors running away with this one. We're going to step aside for just a second, but join us right back here for the start of the fourth quarter next. And we're rolling here again with the fourth quarter. Might not come down to the wire, but you never know. Toronto, Carroll and Patterson in at the small and power forward. Wright is out there with Powell, and it's Pirtle in at the center. That's the 5 out there for the Raptors. Now here's Wright. There's the screen. From past the arc. It's rebounded by Houston. Nene's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Prigioni kicks to Decker. A 3-pointer off the mark.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat.
No stopping him there. Jams it in as he's fouled. Chance now for a 3-point play. It's on Moniunas.
Undersized power forward, but his ups are tremendous. That's why he can be successful.
On offense, here are the Rockets. Down low, here's Nene, and he floats in for the easy 2. Credit the assist on that one.
Works for a look in close. That's just an excellent effort.
The Raptors shooting 59% up to this point. They're working for great shots, and they're hitting them. Right from outside, hands it from downtown.
Gotta be demoralizing. They desperately needed a stop, and instead they give up a triple on an open look.
Where was the defense there? If you're trying to come back in this game, you can't forget to guard the perimeter.
Now, here's Decker. Here's Yunus. Bounces high off the rim and drops. Here's Wright. We've gone about a minute and a half into the fourth quarter. There's a screen. Three-pointer. And again, Toronto with the triple.
The defense is far too slow to close out on those three-point attempts.
Prigioni kicks to Brewer. Wright with the double team. Prigioni for three. And Pirtle pulls it down. Powell, the pass to Wright. No good from outside. Rockets have gone 2 of 4 from the field since we started the final quarter of play. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2.
Two shots. Foul. 2.
Shooting for Houston. Nene taking 2 shots.
And he can't get the first one. And the Raptors making a change here. Ross is checked in. Houston also making some changes. Beasley's checked in for Yunus. And it's McDaniels in for Corey Brewer. So we can't get either to fall. The Raptors have gone 3 of 5 here in the fourth quarter. Pretty good numbers coming out of the break. Here's Patterson. Right, that's a 2-pointer, and the shot falls short this time. Houston's gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. Houston moving it around. Beasley kicks to Nene. Got a piece of it. Pirtle with the steal. Toronto's gotten off 4 3-pointers in the final quarter, and 2 of them have fallen. Here's Patterson. And again, no good by Toronto. We're in the final quarter of play here, 3 minutes in. It's Beasley on the wing. And it's good. Fought through contact, hits the shot. He'll go to the free throw line.
What a play there. The hoop plus the harm.
Nogueira, he's checked in for Patterson. On the free throw, no good.
And all those missed opportunities at the line are starting to add up on them in this half. If they go on to lose this game, that'll be the first thing they point to.
Gioni for 3. Good on the triple.
And I tell you what, they're doing their best to cut down the lead with some smart offense here in the second half. Shot selection much improved since the break.
Out of bounds. Houston take possession.
Rockets ball.
Houston's gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the fourth quarter. Over in the corner, McDaniels. No good with the triple.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
And that's out of bounds. Toronto will retain possession.
And really no choice but to lunge for that pass to make sure it didn't get through.
Great resolve there on defense, allowing nothing easy.
Fourth quarter of play, and over 3.5 minutes have gone by. And he gets it to go as they call the foul. He's on his way to the line for one more.
And playing with the lead, you can see they're making a much more concerted effort to work the ball inside here in the second half.
And that one misses. Rockets have gone 4 of 7 from the field since the beginning of the fourth. Poke loose. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Ross. McDaniels kicks to Decker. Drills it from outside. Well, they're really making a point of keeping the ball moving around.
That's the key. The D can't focus on one player, and no matter what anybody tells you, that ball will always move quicker than the defender.
Powell, that's good. Here's Prigioni. To the paint. Here's Decker. Prigioni dishes to Beasley. Decker kicks to Prigioni. Beasley, the pass to Decker. Feeds to Nene. Just 5 to shoot. Again, the Rockets score.
Just a major size difference between the defender and shooter on that possession.
Well, when you get buckets, you have great recognition, and that was great recognition right there by him to see he had a mismatch. He exploited it flawlessly.
Stolen by McDaniels. Prigioni kicks to McDaniels. And another 3 for Houston.
Well, if you want to make a good shooter's eyes just light up, well, just sag off of him.
Raptors leading by 21. The dish to Ross. Fires it up. Here's Pirtle, and the dunk by Pirtle.
And Pirtle has a stick-with-it mentality on the offensive glass, just throwing himself against the boards.
Prigioni kicks to Nene. Count the basket.
Excellent assist there. Just led him to the perfect spot.
Toronto calls timeout.
And the 7-footer, Jakob Pirtle, a smooth, fluid athlete for his size. And he's got tremendous bloodlines, guys. Both of his parents were members of the Austrian national volleyball team.
And the Raptors going out now with a whole new group. Lowry dishes to Valanciunas. Sullinger the screen. Valanciunas passes to Sullinger. And the Raptors miss again. And Pirtle picking basketball over volleyball. I guess you could say it worked out for him.
Yeah, I mean, they said growing up in Vienna, there wasn't a good youth volleyball program nearby, so he just went with hoops. And staying in 7-1, I'd have to say it's worked out pretty good for the big fella.
And Valanciunas kicks to Lowry. Now here's Carroll. Back to Lowry. He kicks it to Carroll. A 3-ball. Rebounded by Capella. Capella's got his 5th rebound in this one. Harden against DeRozan. And the jam by Harden.
Oh, and Harden scores the ball in so many ways with his jumper, off the drive, dunks, floaters. I mean, from way downtown. Pick your poison.
Now, here's Lowry. Screened by Valanciunas. Off the screen. It's rebounded by Houston. Capella's got his 6th rebound on the night. From outside the arc. Kept alive by Houston. Here's Beverly. Off target with his 3. Raptors leading by 19 points. To the paint. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2. And Jared Sullinger, big and strong with the long wingspan. He inhales rebounds, especially Chris at that offensive end.
Yeah, Kevin, this guy's the one to sleep on because offensively, he's not just a garbage bucket player. He's very skilled. He can pass and shoot. Very solid from the mid-range. He's still trying to stretch his range out beyond the arc.
He doesn't get the second one.
You know what? Back concerns caused Jared Sullinger to fall to the 21st pick back in 2012. Now, he's been a good player, the son of a coach. He knows the game.
And for the Raptors, they're shooting only 35% in the 4th quarter. The offense looking a little rickety. Valanciunas with a screen on Hart. Rosen dishes to Carroll. Shoots it. But they get it back.
And they get it back again. I mean, how many rebounds offensively have they had? Everything's going right for them today.
DeRozan can't get that one to fall. Rockets trailed by 19. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need the basket.
Dives for it. Ariza passes to Capella. Sullinger brings the double team. Here's Anderson. And a big bounce off the rim, but it sinks right in.
Ooh, nice assist out of the double team. Staying cool under fire.
And there's a whistle. That's going to go on James Harden. That's his 4th foul.
I mean, I like the call. I thought the defense was just there a little late.
Now DeRozan. to end the drought.
Gotta admire the speed of Harden. I mean, he looks locked in on defense, especially with how he contests these shots.
Knocked away and stolen by Kyle Lowry. Now the feed to Carroll. And Valanciunas kicks to Carroll. That three off the mark. He gets trailed by 17. Ariza, right side.
All the dirty work that they needed, clearing out space underneath and securing rebounds.
And the Raptors going out now with a whole new group. The Rockets also changing it up. Joseph with the ball. Pulls up. And the defense really pressing up on him. Made that a tough shot. Toronto takes this one, but by a big margin. A confident win and one where they clearly showed the greater effort.
Yeah, I mean, it was a solid performance, particularly here at home. And I think they built off that edge of being here and play with just a little more confidence than their opponent.
And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thanks, Kevin. Kyle, congrats on the win. What did you guys want to accomplish and get this win?
Everybody played. We all played together. We stayed, aggressive and stayed the course of the game.
Thanks again, Kyle. Congrats on the win. Back to you, Kevin.
David, great interview once.
The 2K Sports post-game show.
Thank you, Kevin. Now we move on to our Jordan player, Jonas Valanciunas. He had no problem getting back into a shooting rhythm to start the second half, nailing all 4 of his first 4 field goals.
There were a lot of things he did well tonight, but nothing topped what he was able to do on that glass. He exploded for 18 rebounds. This was all about sweat, strength, and energy. He battled hard for position on every side attempt and was always ready to pounce when the ball came near him.
This guy is efficient. He don't believe in taking bad shots. He's all about the high-quality shots. It makes him a powerful presence in the low post, and he can impact the game on the defense end, too. He takes a lot of pride in protecting the rim.
And that's it for tonight, but we've got a whole new NBA season ahead of us. For Shaquille O'Neal, for Kenny the Jet Smith, for Kevin Harlan, wherever he might be, and the entire 2K Sports crew, I'm Ernie Johnson.